Hello again, it's Ian Little here, and we're going to do some more preparation for the uncoast-uunconf. This video is going to be on R and Git installation for Windows. First of all, welcome back. Last week in our preparation, we looked at the RStudio IDE and getting our GitHub account set up. The most important thing with the GitHub account is, well, first of all, that you have an account, and second of all, that you have access to your credentials, that if you need to log in, you're able to do so. Secondly, if you haven't had a chance yet to go through last week's activities, this is your invitation to do so. I've really enjoyed getting to know some of you on the conversation we've had on the GitHub issue and where we are introducing ourselves, and looking forward to perhaps that continuing next week as well. So as I said at the top, this week we're going to be looking at R and Git installation for Windows. The links that you're going to need are on the page that are hosting this video. As you see here, we have our happy Git references, our link to download R, and also our link to get Git for Windows. And we'll see this all in a few minutes. And as always, our ultimate reference here is the happy Git reference, or more properly, happy Git and GitHub for the user by Jenny Bryan of RStudio and her coworkers. And you can go to the website there, happygitwithr.com. As always, if you have any questions or problems, and if you're a part of uncoast-uunconf 2019, one thing you can do is check to see if there's a GitHub issue, if somebody else is already having this problem. If not, file a new issue at our Day Zero repository, and we'll do our best to help you out. Or if you prefer, you can email me at ian.little@se.com. So why are we doing this? In a larger sense, we want all of our computers to be ready to collaborate. We want to spend our time in Des Moines working together, and we want to spend any time we need to wrestling with installation issues. We want to do that beforehand. So that's what this little bit of homework every week is all about. So this week we're going to look at your R version, because package development tools work best using recent versions of R. And if we're going to move code to and from GitHub, we're going to need Git. Our first goal this week is to look at our R installation. And the question we're trying to answer here is, what version do you have? To do this, I'm going to bring up my Windows computer. And what I'm going to do is bring up this console tab right here. In the console tab, I'm just going to type r.version.string. Get this stuff out of the way, enter. And I see that I have R version 3.5.2, which is fairly recent and actually I think would work well for the unconf. If you have a version that is at least 3.4, I think you're probably okay. So to summarize, if you have R version 3.5.3, you're done. If you have a version of R between 3.4 and 3.5.2, it's up to you whether you want to reinstall R or not. However, if you have R less than 3.4, please update. Here's the instructions on how to download the latest version of R. Just make sure you follow download install R for Windows. And keep in mind as well that if you update more than a minor version, for instance, you're going between 3.4 and 3.5, you have to reinstall your R packages. Even though my particular version is okay, I'm going to upgrade anyhow to 3.5.3 and show you all what I do. My first step is to go to cloud.r-project.org, and I'm going to go to download R for Windows. Here I'm going to click on base, download R 3.5.3 for Windows. I'll wait for it to download. It's finished downloading, so I'll launch the executable. Yes, let's install. Generally go with the defaults. And off we go. Okay, we're done. I'm going to start up my RStudio again. I see I'm back at my console and type r.version.string, and I'm now at R version 3.5.3. Success. Our second goal this week is the Git installation, and the question we want to answer here is, do you have Git installed? To answer this, we're going to go to the terminal pane. The terminal pane is this guy right here. Go to the terminal pane and type in git --version. And I see I have a Git version on my computer. This is all I want to see. It's version 2.21. You see it right here. So if you get a response like this, showing that you have Git installed on your computer, you're done. Excellent. If not, we suggest you install Git for Windows. Even though I don't need to install or reinstall Git on my system, I'm just going to walk through it anyhow for demonstration purposes. Here I am at gitforwindows.org. Hit download. Let's open it. Yes, let's install. So here I accept most of the defaults. Choose a different editor if you like, but we'll end up using RStudio ourselves. This is the one thing that you may want to set, is you want Git from the command line and also from third-party software. Let's accept these defaults. Same here. And let's install. Looks like I need to close my RStudio. Let's try installing again. And here we go. Okay, great, we're done. I'm not interested in the release notes at this point, but instead I will launch again my RStudio. And repeat the command git --version. I don't think anything has changed, so I've managed to install what I had already. But that's okay. My purpose was to demonstrate just how it's done. All right, so if you have any questions or run into any problems, and if you are part of uncoast-uunconf 2019, if you like, check then create a new GitHub issue at our Day Zero repository, and you'll see the address here. Or if you prefer, you can email me at ian.little@se.com. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks very much, and looking forward to next week. Thanks.